This is a 67 Fastback Mustang. So I've seen the 67 Fastback about 100 times in the last 20 years, and I've asked every single gentleman or lady who owned it if they'd like to sell it at some time and gave them my number. So when I saw this one, it was the only one in the car show that was, the 67 Mustang, and it was a Fastback. I stopped and saw a nice little man named Ron Billow, and I gave him, I just said, someday if you want to sell it, I'd love to give you my name and number. I'm not in a rush, but I'd love to have, this is the only car I want. He opened up his glove compartment and there were all these pieces of paper. He said, I have 12 people that have already given me an offer on this car. And he said, and I'm not selling it right now. We're coming down April because I was a teacher, February and April, the 2 dates that we came down for the week, and called me the week before April vacation. He said, I decided that I want you to have my car. Yeah, it was just meant to be. This is, not the color I would have picked. I wanted the candy apple red, of course, in the Ford Mustang. But yeah, she was meant to be mine. She'll be mine until, I go into the ground. I really never do something to spoil myself, and this is the one thing I've always wanted. So, I took a little bit of that money and I invested it in the car. And this is the model I've always wanted. I just always loved horses as a kid, so I think because this had a horse on it, even when I was, a small child, it kind of started with that, and then this is the best model I think out there, the 65s and 67s. One of the nicest cars ever made. Yeah, there's a 289 original motor, and it has a 4-barrel on it. I know the transmission was updated and the exhaust was updated, everything else is original. This is Clearwater Aqua. It was a special order original color in 1967, and it was painted about 20 years ago. She sits in my garage and we do laundry a lot together, but she comes out to the restaurant on Sundays and says, hi to the kids, and they come and sit down and take pictures in there and stuff. So we take it out just on the weekends and to the car shows. It rides like a 67 Mustang. Giddy up. You sit in it and it just kind of rocks you to sleep at the red lights. Yeah, I'm all about the curves and the lines. So I like everything about it, but having the Fastback is definitely a plus. We get lots of thumbs ups, people stopping. I think they don't think that I own the car. They probably think my husband does most of the time. So when I'm driving it, I get a lot more looks probably than he does. I'm gonna have this the rest of my life, if I can. God willing, if I can afford it and don't need to sell for some kind of bills that we have, her and I will probably be buried together.